Hey y'all, today we are doing a clothing haul video of Outdoor Voices, and I have to say right off the bat, I was super surprised by this brand. I didn't have that high of expectations, mostly because I didn't see them as a fitness brand, so I didn't think that their fitness clothes would be that great. That being said, I was impressed by almost every single piece of clothing in this clothing haul. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting off with the Fast Track tee. Okay, so I was decently impressed with this piece of clothing. I would say that in the order, this was the one piece that I was like, I could kind of leave this. That being said, it is the one piece in the order that is pretty affordable. This tank is only $33, and I think the material of it is pretty nice. I liked the color of it. It just wasn't quite up to par with the rest of the clothing, and you'll see what I'm talking about in just a little bit. I do want to mention that the sizing for all of the clothes at Outdoor Voices is pretty limited. They have extra small to extra large, and generally with companies we are looking to have a little bit more inclusivity with their sizing. So that was a little bit of a surprise, especially because a lot of the items that I was looking at didn't even have extra smalls available. Mostly they were sold out. So companies can do this if they're not really making or producing that many of that product in extra small. They'll just say, oh, it's sold out, but we generally have it. And I hate this practice. It's just not inclusive. It's not what we're looking for in a company. Moving on to the all-day long sleeve in chocolate. Y'all, when I tried on this shirt for the first time, it felt like I was wearing a cloud. It was unbelievable how soft this fabric is. It is 94% polyester and 6% spandex. I don't know how exactly they make it so soft, but I want every single piece of clothing that I own for the rest of my life to be made out of this material. That being said, it is reflected in the price. It is $68 for this shirt. I do really like the color, I like the fit, but it's expensive. I would also say that the sizing for this shirt specifically was pretty spot on. The tank top that I just tried on, it felt like it was a little boxy, but this shirt was perfect for a size small, and generally what I would be concerned about is the chafing around my armpits, and I didn't feel that at all. I think that if I were to wear this for a marathon, I don't think that I would have any kind of armpit chafing at all, because it's just, one, the material is so great, and two, the fit doesn't hug in the places that it's not supposed to hug. So I was really impressed with this shirt. Moving on to the all-day tank, and that is actually the shirt that I'm wearing right now because it is so soft. I just can't stop like touching myself. But the big problem here, it is $52 for a tank top, and that is too much. Even for this amazing material, it's still too much. That being said, I do think the material would hold up really well with washing it. I also think that it will hold up really well in the gym. I think that it's really good in that like you can use it for casual wear, but also if you were to sweat in it, it wouldn't get super, super heavy like a cotton would. Yeah, I'll say it until I die. I wish that every shirt was made out of this fabric now. They've also got a ton of colors here, so next time I'd probably go for like the navy or maybe the Shiraz. Is that how you say that? Lots of different options for the tanks. I'm a big fan. Moving on to the all-day short sleeve, and generally I'm not that big of a fan of t-shirts, but you know, once again, this cloud knit fabric just really sold me. I would not buy a t-shirt for $58, ever. I don't think that I ever have. I would not do that. So as much as I do really like this shirt, I wouldn't buy it. That's just a bummer. I liked the color, I liked the fit of it, I loved the fabric, but it's just too expensive, and that price point is not accessible for many people. Okay, so let's move on to the shorts. These are the Rectrek 7-inch shorts. I know that y'all are probably pretty surprised to see me include a 7-inch short into this video, but Outdoor Voices does not have a lot of 5-inch inseam options. So I took a risk, I tried the 7-inch, and I was actually really impressed. I still would never buy a 7-inch for myself, but of the 7-inch shorts that I've tried, I actually really, really enjoyed these. My biggest takeaway here was just that you could feel that the shorts were really well constructed. I wouldn't say that this is your average gym short, but the idea of wearing these shorts when you're on a hike or when you're doing something a little bit more physical outside, that's what these shorts were created for, and I think that they'd be really, really good to think about if you are a camper or if you're a big hiker, because the material is just a little bit more durable, which is a really, really good thing. Now, the high stride 5-inch shorts, these are more of your gym short, and I love these. I love that they are a little funky, a little weird. They've got a bunch of different options that are a little weird. I would love these ones. I'd love the blue. the mossy and green apple, I actually think I'd be totally into it. The problem here was that they didn't have my size in stock. So they're sold out of the extra small. Like I was saying, it seems like they're sold out of the extra small in most of their clothes. So don't love that, but I probably could have sized up for these anyway. So I really could get a small because generally I like my shorts small. I want it to be hugging my hips really well, but an extra small was just a hair too small for me. So I would go up to a small, in which case I could get these mossy green apple shorts. Ooh. The one thing about these shorts obviously is that they are $68, which is on the higher end for shorts. I've definitely tried on shorts that are like 120 bucks and those are insane. But I generally like to think about shorts as being like 50 bucks. So they are a little bit more expensive, but that being said, kind of like the Rectrek shorts, I think they are really, really well made. And I've already worn them to the gym and they feel great. So I would say if you are looking for a workout short from Outdoor Voices, these are a really solid pick. And lastly, we have the Rectrek Pant in Jasper. I thought these pants were so fun. You know, I'm not always the biggest fan of a straight-legged pant. You know, I love a jogger, but I had to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I'm really glad that I did. I got these in extra small, and honestly, I should have got them in small because they were just a hair too short, but these pants are really good if you want to roll them at the bottom, or if you want them to just be worn with tennis shoes. I really like the material. It's the same material as the Rectrek shorts. They're super durable, they look super nice, and again, the construction of it is just top notch. So I was really pleased with these, especially because they're only $98. I think that's a really good price point for a pant. So right off the bat, the pros and cons. The pros are that these clothes are really, really well made and some of my favorite materials that I've ever had for clothing. The con, obviously the price point is a little bit higher. So that is something we have to keep in mind. Maybe buying a few staples from Outdoor Voices, maybe like this tank top, maybe one of their pairs of shorts. I can't imagine outfitting your entire wardrobe because the price point is so high. One of the things that I love most about this company is this whole idea of Outdoor Voices being committed to protecting our playground, obviously meaning our earth, and they're very transparent about the idea of we are working to be as sustainable as possible, and we hope that you'll be patient as we grow the business, that we continue to keep that a priority, but that we're not there yet. So this is what they had on their website, that they're all about longevity, circularity, but they aren't there yet, right? And I was able to fact check this on some other sites as well who have looked into Outdoor Voices. And it sounds like, you know, this is what they're saying publicly, but it also is behind the scenes what they are committed to. So I was really happy to see that. I really love that their fabrics are recyclable. I love that they are working on more recyclable packaging. I'd love to see them be more carbon neutral in the future. And I'd also love to see them be a little bit more transparent about their manufacturing overseas, because they say that they are obviously against child labor and they pay fair wages to their workers, but we do kind of need a little bit more than just their word. We need a little bit of proof here, and it's always a little tough when companies say this, but they're not willing to give any proof for this, because it's a really easy claim to make, even if it's not necessarily true. So this is something that I want Outdoor Voices to really be committed to, just like how I want them to really be committed to their sustainability, because I do think that's a big part of their brand. And it's a big part of the reason why I would buy their brand. So just something to keep in mind when you are purchasing from Outdoor Voices. One of the last things that I thought was really, really cool is that Outdoor Voices is definitely committed to diverse representation of their models. Generally, their models are doing daily life and outdoor recreation instead of performance, which I think is really cool. They're also dedicated to not photoshopping their models in their product photos, and I think that's just a really should be standard practice in the industry that is not practiced yet, but I hope will be general practice in the future. Okay, and that is Outdoor Voices. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below what company you would like a clothing haul from next, and I will see you next time.